Okay, we are live, and I got us streaming to. Let me meet you real quick. There, streaming to Third Floor Comics as well as my Facebook page, and I think YouTube also. I got you unmuted,
Look
so
at that.
let me. Uh, Thank you, by the way, for allowing me to be able to stream it to your Third Floor Comics page.
Oh,
So, thank you very much.
my pleasure.
In my Shaquille O'Neal voice, that means a lot. Let me let me hit it with the open here. Hold on.
Ah, shit.
All right. We are live. And again, thank you for allowing me to come up to your store and hang out with you and talk about toys and television and movies and music and everything. And once again, we got it streaming live to Third Floor Comics. And we got something exciting today. So we are aware of an echo. Hopefully, it's not too bad. We're going to get that resolved here pretty soon. But nevertheless, you can hear us. Tim, you can hear me. I can hear you, correct?
Correct.
All right, good deal. So let me put this in front of the camera. What we're going to do today is Tim and I we're going to talk about the wrap up of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, as well as the Loki series coming out on Disney Plus. I almost forgot what it was, and we're going to give some stuff away. We've tried this before, but I think we're going to do a better job of it today. So what we got going on today, Tim and I, we're also going to talk about the 1998 Marvel film Blade. So let me put this up here on the screen. Let me grab it. And here we go. So as you can see, we have a 1998 Blade figure still in the package. We're going to give that away. And then we're also going to, hold on, let me pull it up here, give away the Blade DVD trilogy to go along with it. And all you got to do, Tim, does hashtag Blade or hashtag Third Comics, whatever you want
That'll
to do.
work. Yeah.
Blade, hashtag Blade.
Hashtag Blake sounds good.
Okay. So hashtag Blade in the comment section. And what we're going to do with that is we'll give off a number to each and every one of you. And we will don't want to use the word raffle.
Can't use raffle. That's illegal. Waffle, razzle, what do you want to call it?
We'll
We'll
we'll razzle
randomly
it off.
generate.
Yeah, that sounds better. We will
That's
randomly generate a winner. All you got to do during the podcast for the next week, we'll keep this going until next Monday. And all you got to do if you want to have a chance to win that is use the hashtag Blade. So let me pull this up here. The Falcon and Winter Soldier ended this past Friday, and kind of wanted to start to see what what'd you think about the ending.
Oh my God, it's great. It's fantastic. I Probably one of the best Marvel shows I've watched yet. I mean, still a huge fan of the WandaVision, but I mean, Sam Wilson's now the man. I think he is absolutely the man. I mean, for me, Sam Wilson replaced Batman almost because Batman's his superpower is being rich, right? But Sam's actually rich. He's not rich, but he's just like every man's hero now. He came off like that guy that started off at the bottom and worked his way up, and now he's the man. So
You know what? I actually thought about that the other day when I was watching it, and I actually thought about how Falcon is very similar to Batman, and of course, he doesn't have the the resources as a Bruce Wayne would have, but very very similar to Batman. I mean, honestly, very very similar. The crazy thing is that people. I understand that Batman's been around for a long time, and people are okay with Batman being human, not having any powers, and using his gadgets and all that stuff. So I wouldn't see why there would be an adjustment to Falcon. I know people kind of, I won't say it's copycatting off the character Batman or whatever, but nevertheless, it's still cool to see a guy not have superpowers and be able to kick some butt. I like the Falcon.
I like the Falcon a lot. I think the fact that he doesn't have superpowers. I think the fact that he's turned down basically the ability to have. He's turned down the serum. He's like, I can do this with my own abilities. I think that just makes him far and above most of the other heroes out there now. So I think it's a great plot. I mean, if you're worried about hearing a spoiler, you might want to close your ears or something, because we might drop a couple spoilers here. We are going to drop a couple spoilers here. I think having Carter come out as the power broker. I mean, some people I've talked to said they saw it coming from a long way out. Some people didn't. I didn't see it coming. It kind of blindsided me. But I think that was a great move too. Because I read an article, I think this morning or last night about it, basically saying how the government put the screws to Carter. If you look at Bucky, who got a free pass basically for everything he done, if he just go to counseling, what does she really do to be ousted by the government? Stole some equipment, big deal. But the government kind of forced her into being the bad guy, or at best a neutral character. So
Yeah, I mean, here's just going back to the beginning of let me mute your mic there so it won't echo. Going back to the beginning of the whole series to begin with, I like the fact that after I thought about it, I love the Flag Smashers. Loved them. And the reason why I loved it, I didn't understand it in the beginning. The reason why I loved it is because I got to thinking about it and I was like, you know what? If something happened where half the population vanished for 5 years and naturally life goes on and everything is going to change and then people come back and you're going to be like, wait a minute, I'm not going to start over. You've been gone. You have to go out and start over. I'm not moving, I'm not doing this, and I'm not going to do that. And that was it took me a minute to kind of understand that, but after I sat and thought about it, I was like, you know what, I really truly understand what these people are going through as far as the Flag Smashers.
yeah, the flag. I mean, Far From Home and Spider-Man kind of touched on everyone coming back from the blip a little bit. I think what WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier have really done is they've really explored what it's really like to come back from that blip. Falcon, one, WandaVision explored, character. I mean, people that didn't blip, that died during the blip. When people from the blip that came back, dealing with their loved ones being gone now. Falcon and Winter Soldier seem to take a different approach to it. Like when Sam was trying to get the loan to help his boat, he had no prior income for the last, several years. Well, he'd been gone completely.
Right.
I mean, it opens up, a weird kind of, how will the world go on if something like that were to occur? Obviously it's not going to occur like that, but, but what if?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and the
It
Flag
kind of
Smashers, like you mentioned, you start seeing their plight wasn't really that far removed from what people's plight is. I mean, their problems with society weren't really huge problems that couldn't be overcome by talking something through. But still, where they were, they're being pushed off to the side. It was very relatable. I mean, you can't call them terrorists,
mhm.
but they're a very relatable kind of villain. I think most people that have gone through life for the harder parts of life can say, "Hey, I can really relate to why they're behaving the way they're behaving." Up until a certain point, to where it starts costing human lives, then it starts, then okay, they're acting like a terrorist organization now. But the original roots to the problem are very relatable to everybody.
Sure. I
So
mean, it's one of those deals where you you basically have a brand new society. You have people that it doesn't matter their background, where they came from, if they had a lot, if they had little, uh, half the population's gone. And it's kind of like, I guess the Europeans coming over here to America, and you got this. vast, unexplored area, and the Europeans are coming and setting up camp and claiming this for themselves and that for themselves. And and of course there's a difference. Obviously, the Earth has there's really nothing other than I don't know what Antarctica that really hadn't been explored. But anyway, you had people that were given a second chance at life, unfortunately, by the disappearance or deaths or
Hmm.
vanishings of half the population, and then everybody comes back and they want to pick up where they left off, and there's that big clash.
Yeah.
So, if you really think about the flag smashers, like you said, I can understand what they were going through. By all means, I totally can. What did I know? I'd asked you earlier about Sharon Carter, and I know that it took me a while to catch on. And I thought, I think she really is. Did you? What did you think about Sharon Carter? I know you talked about it a second ago, but what did you think about Sharon Carter being the spoiler alert,
The power broker.
the power broker? That's right.
It blindsided me. I keep seeing her as a hero, as a hero, as a hero, and then it totally blindsided me. Really, I mean, when I watched the last episode, it I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it that part until I watched it again. So it wasn't as big of a surprise the first time I watched it. It wasn't until the second time I watched it. I was like, oh, hey, okay, she's not who she thinks she. It's not what it seems to be. I was still stuck on Sam. On Sam. The whole thing was just like he is the guy now. So everything else just kind of fell off to the wayside.
Yeah,
And that and bringing out the Marvel movies and shows have a habit of they have a ability to make me misty, I guess. I'm watching I'm watching the scene where he brings Bradley into the Captain America Hall of Fame basically, and they've got the statue of Bradley there as Captain America in World War II, and I'm a 50-year-old man getting misty over TV show.
right.
And I think any show that can grab your emotions like that, even on the to the smallest point, is a great show.
Yeah, I tell you, from the beginning. Let me turn my mic here. From the beginning, what I liked about it was just the first episode, how it opened with action and how you got to see Sam out there by himself and handle his business and and then I honestly thought they were going to have the other guy be more into the series. I don't remember what his name was. The guy that from the military that he was working with. I thought he
Oh
was going to
yeah,
have a more in depth character into the movies, but into the series. But I love the way, like you said, how Sam comes back and he is, especially financially, kind of lost. Uh, I try my best not to really think like, because a lot of times what happens, they laugh at me all the time at work. What they laugh at, and I'll be like, well, why didn't they do this and why didn't they do that? So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, if Tony Stark has all this money, why couldn't he help some guys out and give them some money? Sam
yeah.
would be broke, but you really can't make it go that big. But
Oh
like you talked about how Sam, his family was going to lose their boat. His sister was struggling. I think he was kind of struggling with who he felt he needed to be, who he wanted to be, um, and it was real problems. In the Avengers movies, you don't they don't really go into that really, and it gave Sam a chance to have his own character outside of Steve and
yeah.
the in Bucky's case. I like the fact that Bucky was dealing with the realization, man, I've murdered and murdered and murdered all of these people. And I love the fact he had to cope with that. I loved his list.
Yeah.
The list was really good and about him going to people. The end of it when he goes to the man at the end of it and tells him, "I know what happened to your son."
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting on the couch going,
It's making you
My
misty, isn't it?
yeah, my cat was looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
But it was very touching, man. I mean, it was very very emotional. And one thing I'll say, I like the way they kept Sharon Carter going into the series.
Hmm.
I didn't like the way that Zemo ended.
Zemo's kind of up in the air. You know, he's a captive, I guess, down at Wakanda,
Right.
or do they just behead him as soon as they, we promised you we were going to harm him, that we'd imprison him forever, but last time y'all made that promise, y'all kind of reneged on it, so maybe we're going to handle this our own way now.
Right.
They left it open too. I mean, who knows? So
Well, I really thought in the end that you were going to have a final episode where it was kind of Bucky and Sam and Zemo versus the Flag Smashers. The only thing that I was disappointed on in the entire series, not the last episode as a whole, but how they quickly, it's like they had this big drawn out plan. And I don't know, maybe it was like, well, we're going to do 10 episodes, and they scaled it back, and they were like, shit.
our
Uh,
budget got cut. We got to do this in 6 instead of 8.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
really, because it felt like they
feel a little
crammed
rush.
everything episode into the sixth episode,
Hmm.
and they built the Flag Smashers up, and then it was just like they just got rid of them like that. It just they built the Flag Smashers up with the cliffhanger in five,
Hmm.
and you were like, okay, six, they're going to tear some stuff up. And by the beginning of the episode, they'd already squashed that.
It's a little anticlimactic, wasn't it?
And then the rest of the episode was about not only Sam coming to terms
Hmm.
with being the new Captain America, but everyone else coming to terms with being the new Captain America.
We got to look at the flags. The Flag Smashers, I think, were more of a foil to just to tell Sam's story. I mean, you could have almost put. They brought a lot of that part of the Marvel universe is important, but I think the whole point of this miniseries is to tell Sam's story.
Right.
I mean, more so than the blip, which was for me was a big part of it. But the biggest picture was just hey, this is to extent Bucky's story, but it's mostly Sam's story. So I mean, if they got to, so as far as I feel, if they have to rush through the Flag Smashers a little bit, or rush through the villain in some way to get to the core or the meat of it, I'll take that. So
I I looked at the last episode. I felt that Sam should have come out as Captain America in episode five.
mm,
And I felt that him dealing with the Flag Smashers should have been the end of the series. And I mean, it was good either way. I mean, it was good either way. I just
I kind of wanted to see Bucky hook up with Sam's sister though.
I did.
They're kind of playing that little
They,
flirtatious
they,
game a
they,
little
kind of, they
bit.
kind of got the eye,
Yeah,
hey, how you doing?
it would have played. It would have been some. It would have been playing. It would have been a little cliche, I think. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that would have been good. They have, and I should have got a picture of it. I didn't think about it. Have you seen the new uh, Sam figure?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it
Haven't
looks
seen it
just
yet.
like him.
Oh, really?
It looks just like him. I'll try to find it if you get to talking about something. I'll see if I can find it and post it up here. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. Oh, my aunt says that Charleston General Hospital is listening. Well, we
Oh,
we love you and thank you, Aunt Tina. But yeah, I'll try to find that here. See if I can pull that up here before we go. But yeah, I it was a good series. Some people I've heard some people say that they like WandaVision better than the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I can't really pick a favorite. I mean, I like them both. So
Patty CK says that she loves they love the Blade
Blade
trilogy.
trilogy.
Well, all you got to do, Patty CK, if you want it, is just use the hashtag Blade in the comment section there. We can see you, and we're going to not raffle because raffle
Waffle.
is illegal. We're going to is it raffle?
It's a waffle.
Waffle. We're going to waffle.
Randomly, or we should say, randomly generate a winner.
Yes, we're going to randomly generate a winner.
I mean, it's not really
For-
raffle because we're not asking for money. There's no money exchanging hands here. It's a free giveaway. So
A free
we can do that.
giveaway. A free giveaway. And again, I'm going to put it up here. Let me because it was at the beginning of the episode. Let me put it back up here. Hold on. That
I mean,
Blade figure.
Where did you find that at?
I actually bought it, believe it or not.
In 1990 what?
8. Yeah, actually, yeah. I've had this seriously all this time. But yeah, this is the Blade figure that we're going to give away for free. Not raffle, but waffle. We're going to give that away for free. It's still in the package. Blade 1998. Matter of fact, let me flip it over. 97, actually.
87.
And yeah, guys, yes, your first hashtag. There we go. We got a hashtag.
All
Hashtag.
right, who gives a hashtag?
Patty CK gave us a hashtag.
Thank you, Patty.
So it's actually from 1997. Where's it at? Toy Biz.
She just lost her hashtag virginity there, I think.
Yes, first hashtag ever. And then we're going to give away the Blade trilogy.
So, which is your favorite movie from the Blade trilogy?
Are you asking me? Or are you asking
You,
Patty
you.
CK?
Wow.
Patty CK, what's your favorite Blade movie out of the 3? We got Blade. We got Blade trilogy. We got Blade Trinity,
What was the second one?
which is Blade 2.
Was Blade 2?
I actually had to look on the DVD for that.
I had to cheat, didn't you?
Yeah. I just, Blade Trinity kind of stands out because they tried to be slick and use the Trinity instead of the Blade 3.
Yeah.
My favorite Blade in order would be 1, 3, then 2. The first Blade, obviously, you have Wesley Snipes and you have Christopher, what's his name?
Christopherson.
No, that's the German guy.
Chris Christopherson, isn't it?
Is that?
His singer used to sing with, what's her name? Chris Christopherson. I'm gonna get
Oh,
IMDb that one.
Yeah, that's his name. Well, it's got him, and I don't know what happened to him in between Blade and anything else that he's ever done, but I thought Stephen Dorff, Stephen Dorff. Did I get his name right? Yeah, I thought Stephen Dorff was badass, and of course he kind of just fell off after doing Blade, but I thought he was badass, being a half human, half vampire. A lot of Blade itself, especially the movie, doesn't get a lot of credit because this is before the MCU, and so a lot of people, the newer generation that really weren't into the comics and the toys and everything like that, when they think of Marvel movies, it starts with Iron Man for them. And of course, a lot of people know the Fantastic Four movies. I'm sorry, it starts with X-Men, excuse me.
Yeah, I guess. X-Men, they're not really part of the MCU. They're that offshoot, like Fantastic Four. Where you
Well, no, I'm just talking about Marvel movies as a whole.
okay.
I mean, because when you think of Blade, if you go all the way back to 1997, a lot of people that really weren't into the comics and things like that wouldn't have put Blade with being a Marvel character. It was just a movie that Wesley Snipes was dressed in black leather, and
that was right at the height of Wesley Snipes' kind of career, wasn't it?
either that or black leather was big because the Matrix. Well, the Matrix the next year. Matrix came out in what, 98, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Patty CK likes the one with Stephen Dorff. I like that too. But yeah, Wesley was big back then. Black Leather was big. Blade, The Matrix, uh, Catwoman. I don't know when Catwoman came out, but
Catwoman. Oh God, that's awful.
yeah, we wouldn't. I don't even know why I said that.
That's awful.
But no, Wesley was big. Wesley was big. He started out, of course, Wildcats
Yeah,
with Goldie Hawn and Woody Harrelson, and then he went on to things like New Jack City,
which is great.
yeah, which is great. White Men Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson. Andrew Hibbert says, "What's up, driving and listening?" Well, thank you, Andrew
What's
Hibbert.
up, Hibby?
But uh, Wildcats, New Jack City, White Men Can't Jump, uh, Murdered 1600 is a movie that people often sleep on. I thought it was a good movie.
I haven't. I remember watching it when it came out on video, but I don't couldn't tell you anything about it.
It has, if I'm not mistaken, has Diane Lane and it has the guy from MASH. I can't think of what his name was. One of the two Jokers from MASH. There was the dark-haired guy, and then
Alan Alda.
he's got that real distinguished. Yeah,
Sounds like Alan Alda.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was the bad guy in Blade. I'm not Blade, but
Murder 16. Oh, really?
yeah, Murder 1600. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
I check that one out.
Patty CK says Posey Parker was great. Yes, Posey Parker was great. Posey gets slept on because she really hadn't done a whole lot um, since then. She's been in a few things here and there, but her and Blade Trinity, I thought that her vampire character was great from the way that she walked, the way that she talked. I mean, everything about it was just phenomenal. The only downside to Blade Trinity, and I say this not only as a Blade fan, but a wrestling fan as well, is that Triple H was kind of in the movie.
Didn't like Triple H in it.
It just didn't. It just didn't seem right to me. It didn't seem right. But the first Blade, by far, is my favorite. Then Blade Trinity. Second Blade wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good. Guys, don't forget we have the Blade figure here that we're going to waffle give away for free. All you got to do is use the hashtag Blade, and that'll be running all week long. And then next Tuesday, we'll go next Tuesday. Tim and I will come back quickly on live, and we will waffle give away for free the Blade figure and the Blade DVD. If you live here in the area, all you got to do is come on down to the, if you are the winner, come on down to the Nitro Antique Shop, and Tim will have cookies and punch and bologna
Right.
sandwiches.
Everything nice. So, talk about Blade.
Right.
How do you feel about the reboot of Blade?
I
Have you heard anything about it or seen any of the stills on it?
I have seen some of the stills, and I've seen the character, the guy playing it. I'm not too familiar with him. I know that he's done some. Um, I think he's been in a lot of stuff. I'm just not familiar with it. A lot of the new actors. I have to go back and revisit because a lot of them made it big, like on Netflix and Hulu and things like that. So while I'm always about when it comes to television shows, I'm always about 10 years behind. I can think. Oh, seriously. I mean, you were part of the Walking Dead phenomenon, right?
I didn't start watching Walking Dead until third or fourth season.
Mhm.
I went back and binged the first few seasons, then got caught up with it. I didn't jump on board at first. I thought I just didn't really have time to do it. But once I jumped onto it, yeah, I mean, I was on. I kind of bit hard on it.
And your Game of Thrones, I'm the same way. I couldn't.
Yeah, Game of Thrones one. It went on for a couple seasons before I started watching it. Then I jumped in with both feet on it and got hooked into it and caught up on all the hype and all that fun stuff.
The only thing I know about Game of Thrones is the redhead lady played.
What, you haven't watched Game of Thrones?
I don't.
What is wrong with you?
It was on what HBO, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's on DVD. You can pirate it and everything else now. It was the most
What-
pirated show ever.
Right. Well,
You really got to get back to Game of Thrones, Melvin. Really.
I I didn't do Game of Thrones. I haven't done Vikings. I think Vikings was the.
This show's over.
I mean, look, I sit at home and watch Ancient Aliens all day.
You know, we put ancient aliens in before we go to sleep at night. We've been through the whole series, all of it, and I've yet to finish watching one show of it.
It's because you just it's one of those things. Either you love it or you don't.
Oh, I like it. It just 2 o'clock in the morning. It don't last long. Once I go horizontal, it's out. It's just background noise.
You gotta you,
It's always aliens.
you gotta stick with the Ancient Aliens. But no, I'm going to go back and revisit Vikings and Game of Thrones. And I was really impressed with the redhead lady that played
Yeah.
Jean Grey in the last awful.
What was the
X-Men.
last one?
It was
Apocalypse?
no. The last one they had. They were using the younger cast
Oh, the one with the
where they
Dark
killed.
Phoenix.
Yes, where they killed Mystique. Like
Yeah.
basically, like you know what?
Well, she wanted out.
But it messed up the timeline, though.
Yeah, wow.
It messed up the
They don't.
timeline.
X-Men timeline, Marvel and timelines are irrelevant, and especially the X-Men movie timeline. It's completely screwed up from the second movie, so it doesn't really matter. It's just done.
The-
Do whatever they want to do to push the story forward.
Right. No, the to get back to Blade, I'm gonna ask you about Blade. To get back to Blade, I would say I'm a bad guy. I love villains, and I thought Steven Dorff again was just phenomenal. I thought he was awesome, and I thought he really helped make the movie. And I thought Wesley Snipes was awesome. And like you said, Wesley Snipes was the at the height of his career. Thank you, Patty CK, and we'll definitely put your number. Richie Halstead, off topic, but I watched Tekken finally and loved the fighting. I didn't know that Tekken was a show,
I didn't either.
and thanks to Richie Halstead, I'm going to have to check that out.
We've got a hashtag from James Adam Gibson. We've got a
Yeah,
hashtag from Richard Allen as well.
yes. Hashtag Blade for your chance to waffle. I gotta write that down.
You know what I'd pay to go see now?
What's that?
I would pay to go see Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider and Wesley Snipes as Blade in like a team up movie. Definitely.
I was talking to one of your customers earlier about Ghost Rider, and I couldn't remember if was it Fox, Universal?
Yeah, put that out.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Universal.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. Let me see what Blade is. Hold on. I can read here because it's fundamental. My eyes are getting bad. Warner Brothers,
Okay.
Blade versus Batman.
That'd be good.
Yeah, Blade versus Batman. Richie Halstead says that Tekken is a movie on Prime.
To check that one out. I like his fighting movies. The new Mortal Kombat is fantastic. So
No, we're talking about Tekken like the video game, right? Okay.
I guess. What's up, E-Step?
James Adam Gibson says off topic, but have y'all watched the new Mortal Kombat yet? It was amazing. Mixed reviews from some, but it's amazing and a lot of room to keep going. I have not watched it. You said you just
I have
watched
watched
it.
it. It was, special effects were amazing. Story wise, you get what you get. It's Mortal Kombat. You're not going to get a Oscar script for Mortal Kombat. It is what it is, and if you approach it with, that's what it is, you're going to like it. Especially if you like the games at all, yeah, you're going to love it.
But let me say this. Hopefully it was better. The original first Mortal Kombat movie wasn't bad. The second one,
Annihilation.
that was bad. That was bad. The first one had the lady that played the lady that played Sonya,
Uh,
she was wasn't she in an Adam Sandler movie?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I have to go back and look that up.
I know this.
But
I know the one that's out now. If you've played the game here recently, and if you played 10 or 11 or whatever it's out now, 12 or whatever, the fatalities are just gruesome as all get out. I mean, they make the game that we played back then. It's just child's play compared to what the fatalities are in the game now, and the movie just shows the fatalities in a movie form. I mean, it's gross, but it's fantastic at the same time.
yeah, wow. See, I did hear something though about Jax. I seen like a meme on Facebook where at the beginning, like his arms were like real tiny or
Oh
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I kind of want to see what that's all about. But I will even if I have to pirate it, uh, watch watch the Mortal Kombat. Um, well, quickly back to the Blade. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you, out of the you've seen all three, right?
It's been a while, but yeah.
It's been a while.
I
Okay.
started watching Trinity probably 5 or 6 years ago, and that's the last time I've seen any of them. It's been quite a while.
Well, I got to say this that, and I meant to ask you this earlier, and I'm glad that I forgot about it because I can get your real live time reaction to it. Is it me, or does Ryan Reynolds play the same character in everything that he does? Is he the Ryan Reynolds in Blade? Is Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool?
Pretty close to it. He's got the same. Yeah, I mean, unless he's in. I'm sure there's a rom com out there somewhere that he's been in that he's not playing the same character because he doesn't have a gun. But yeah, I think it's essentially the same character. I mean, Waiting. You ever watch that one? I mean,
I
it's a
have no
classic.
idea.
The Batwing and everything is a classic. But
Right.
that Ryan Reynolds character is still really similar to Dead. He's similar to Deadpool. It's that fast talking, smart ass guy that's always on the side. He's always trying to get away with something that he's not supposed to be doing anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Right. Richie, my buddy Richie says that the main villain on Tekken is the same man that played Shang Chun son from the first Mortal Kombat. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. Tekken. I'm gonna have to when I get home see if I can find that and check it out. The what was I gonna say about Blade here? I was reading that and I totally lost track of what I was doing. Ah, the new Blade though. I need to go back and watch the Blade series. The actual I'd read about it before and
the
it got
TV
really good
series.
reviews. Yeah,
I've never watched it.
it's got. I've read good reviews about it, but I'll have to go back and watch that as well. That's the Blade. The new Blade's coming out pretty soon. I'm not sure when,
End
but
of this year, I think.
it's coming out soon. So lots of things, as a matter of fact, coming out soon, and that's a perfect segue there. By the way, let me pull it up here. Guys, don't forget to hashtag Blade for your chance to win, to freely, well, win is free anyway, but to win, give it away for free, the Blade figure from 1997, still in the package, and the Blade Trinity DVD. Had a friend one time, he asked me, he said, why do you still, buy DVDs and Blu-rays? Everything streams them now, blah, 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 blah. And my response to anybody who ever asks me, why do you still, when you go to Walmart, you dig through the $3 bin and the $5 bin? And it's just because maybe one day I don't feel like paying that internet bill. Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe one day I don't feel like paying it. Maybe one day the internet might be out due to some complications with the company or something like that, and I want to watch a movie.
You want to be able to just see it, feel it, touch it, and hold your media.
Yeah,
You don't want someone else in control of your stuff.
absolutely.
And if you have a digital library, if everything's on a digital library, then no matter what, it's still their stuff.
Yeah,
Like I say, if you don't pay your bill, you get hard up, you don't want to pay your bill, whatever, it's still their stuff. You can't get it back.
right.
You can't hold it.
No,
That being said, I've converted a lot of my stuff over to digital, but yeah, it's just very easy.
Plus, I like to go into my living room and looking at all my movies on disc, and I feel like a proud dad when when someone comes over and they say, "Oh gosh, look at all that collection there." I feel like a proud parent, and it makes me feel good.
What's up, bud?
Makes me feel good. The segue that I was getting at, um, Loki
Hmm.
coming out soon. Are you excited?
As much as any other Marvel show, yeah. I mean, right now, look, he's got big shoes to fill. I mean, they've had two fantastic series come off back to back, so you don't want to see Loki to be the one that falls. But and I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be just as good as the last two. So
Um, Tom, I think that's how you say it, Hiddleston. He's a great actor, and I think that he plays the Loki character really, really well. And I think he as an actor is strong enough to pull that off. And I like the fact, was it Owen or Luke they've got in it?
Owen,
Yeah,
as
Owen's kind of
so I thought it was a really weird casting choice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Luke would have been weirder.
yeah. I mean, I mean, they're both good actors. They're just Owen's really he's been kind of typecast into that surfer dude kind of thing.
Wedding
That
Crashers and
yeah. So to see him in something not that, I'm not. I don't think it's going to fail. I think it's going to be kind of fun to watch.
by the way,
So
Google,
don't
please don't.
Google.
No, I'm talking about the movie Google with Owen Wilson
Oh.
and
Is it that bad?
it's bad, very bad. Please
I
don't.
don't think I've seen. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen that one.
If you're mad at someone
Mm-hmm.
or
Suggest it to him.
yeah, or if you want to break up with somebody, fix a nice dinner and put on Google. I think it's called Google. I think that's what it's called, and they'll know. Yeah, it's time to break this up.
Wow, that's rough.
Yeah, it's bad. Google's bad. Um, no, I'm excited for Loki. I think I think Loki will keep it rolling.
Hmm.
I like Tom Hiddleston. I think that's how you say his last name. I think he did phenomenal as Loki. I think he's a phenomenal actor. It still trips me out when you go back and you watch King Kong with Jack Black. He was in that. Very, very weird.
Tom
That
Hiddleston's in that.
yeah,
As who?
I can't remember his character's name, but it was him and Samuel Jackson. And I feel bad. I made fun of her a week or so ago. What's the Brie Larson? They're all three in it. Samuel
Really?
Jackson, Brie Larson.
I mean, I love that movie. I can't remember any of them being in that.
Yeah,
Now I gotta
he,
go back and watch
they
it
all
again.
three were in.
Now I gotta go back and watch it. So Samuel L. Jackson's been in two different Kong movies.
No, 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 not the one. I'm sorry, not the one with Jack Black.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The let me pull it up here. Hold on, somebody commented.
I'll be right
J.R.
back,
Earl.
Thomas. I gotta take a go real quick.
J.R. Earl said, "Hey," but the let me pull that up real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Long. Let's see. Island is what it is. Yeah. Let me pull this down here. The as a matter of fact, hold on, I got it here on the screen. And let me share. Let me share the screen here. Where's it at? Yes. Skull Island. Let me pull this down. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. Let me. Boom. Okay. So, Kong Skull Island from 2017. Yeah, it had Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, Samuel Jackson, of course, John Goodman, John C. Riley, and let me see, Toby Cabell and Corey Hawkins. Let me see who else it had in here. Guys, don't forget. Let me. I can pull it back up here. Guys, don't forget we're giving away for free a waffle, not a raffle. A Blade figure from 1997, still in the package, and also Blade Trinity, the Blade Trilogy DVD. All you got to do is use the hashtag Blade, and we're going to raffle off. Tim and I will raffle off next Tuesday. We're going to waffle off live. And if you live local, all you got to do is come down to the Nitro Antique Mall and pick up your free gift. We'll require you to take a picture, though, so make sure that you're ready to smile and have a good time. And you always have a good time when you're standing next to Tim. Always have a good time. But no, I pulled this. What is it?
No, I was just laughing.
Oh, I pulled this up for you. Yeah, Kong Skull Island from 2017 had Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston.
Okay.
Brie Larson was Captain Marvel. Tom Hiddleston was Loki. Samuel Jackson, of course, was Nick Fury. So they all three of them was in Kong Skull Island together. Yes.
You know, if you're a comic book collector and you follow the Marvel shows, you know the Marvel shows drive up the comic books, you know, the price of a lot of the old back issues. A good website to go to that is Key Collector Comics, and they've got a heading for each new series that comes out. So if you're a collector, you can go in there and look up Loki. There's probably about 24 books that show is that they're specking on for that show.
What was the name of it again?
It's called Key Collector Comics. We just pulled a few of these out. The Fantastic Four number 353. You can find it inside your dollar bins in a lot of stores. It's got a big picture of the Flash on the front cover, and it's actually the first appearance of Mobius in Mobius, which is Owen Wilson's character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's on the front. You know, on some copies he's on the front cover in the bottom left in like a little black and white box.
You say you have some here?
We've already sold out of those. They sold fast. You can find them at other shops inside their dollar bins sometimes.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, you said it was called Key Collector Comics. Hey, don't forget too that you can type on here as well.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can type. You see it?
Yeah. Comments.
Yeah, you can type in there. Do you post?
Oh, look at that! I've been on private chat the whole time. Look at that.
Yeah, you go up to comments.
Look at that! You learn something new every day.
I was wondering because you were looking on your phone, didn't you? You're for the comments, yeah.
Yeah. Well, because my phone's got different comments under. No, it's the same comments, don't it? Huh.
Yeah.
Learned that, dude, didn't I?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. I'm sorry. Well, you can private chat with someone though. You can privately
Is
chat.
that like $2.99 a minute, or
It's very
free?
intimate.
Okay.
It's very intimate. The private chats are very intimate. That one we have to charge for. That's how you get your little poly bags to put your comic books in and all that stuff. But no, I am excited about the Loki coming out. The Loki coming out.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be good. He is traveling through. Not is it time or portals or something like that?
It's the Time Masters or not Time Police. The Timekeepers.
He said that. Hold on. He yeah. Jr. says that my voice is dreary. It is kind of scary, to be honest with you. And so I sneak up on my victims from behind and I penetrate them from the rear. Is what I do. I'm creepy like that.
Wow. That just took the whole next level there. Wow.
Mark Totten. Of course, I joke. I joke. I joke. Um, he said, "Dreamy." Oh,
Thanks,
dreamy.
Mark. That's all Melvin. Melvin makes everything look good.
No, no. I'm here for the tacos. Is is what I'm here
Yeah,
for.
we are getting a new Taco Bell in town, by the way. So,
Hey, is there not a Taco Bell here already?
no. We got
Oh,
McDonald's, Checkers, and Wendy's, but no Taco Bell.
no Taco Bell.
We will be getting Taco Bell in about 3 months. It's almost here.
See, I told you that I can't read. J.R. Earl said that my voice was dreamy, not dreary. I was like, well, that's a pretty nice, nice thing to say, dreary. Like, let me put this up to the camera.
I see a JR.
Let me get the full screen here. There we go. So I can put this up. Here, we're going to give the Blade trilogy on DVD. We're going to give that away. And we're going to give away the 1997 Blade action figure. Pull it over, flip it over here for you. And you can see, let me find it there. Toy Biz is 1997 is in there somewhere.
I
All
can't
you gotta
believe it's
do
still
is,
inside the package.
what is it?
I can't believe it's still inside the package.
I mean, the package is a little, got some creases here and there, but it's still in the package nevertheless. 1997, I mean,
I
that's
mean, how old were you in 97?
1997, I was 19.
A little older to be buying action figures, isn't it?
I was. I couldn't buy beer yet.
You stuck in that dead zone, aren't you?
Yeah,
Not
I
old enough to
couldn't
buy
buy
beer,
beer.
too young to be buying
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah. So I said, you know what?
Dad.
I'm going to go ahead and get all the toys out of it before beer comes. Uh, no, I had a friend, and he collected figures, and I kind of got back into it because of him. And so I collected figures here and there, but it was
Yeah.
fun. It
I
was
noticed
fun.
that you brought some Dragon Ball Z stuff with you today.
Please don't. No,
I mean, is there a reason why you brought these guys with you today?
no. That is not my collection. Tim has that there. He brought that from home. No, those not my. That's Pokemon, by the
Is that
way.
Pokemon? Is that Pokemon? It is Pokemon.
That
Isn't
is
it?
Pokemon.
See, I don't know Pokemon Dragon Ball Z at all.
How do you sell collectibles and you don't know
It's just I
Pokemon?
missed that whole thing somehow. I missed all the Dragon Ball Pokeball stuff. I just missed it all. It went right over my head. We still sell some Pokemon cards, but I just don't. I didn't never got into it.
Right.
But I've been sitting here playing with them during the show, though. I mean,
Tess Jackson, my favorite Jackson. Always, every year
uh,
for her birthday, I tell her happy birthday, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Uh, she says that she loved the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Very very good show. Very very good show. I there was something else I wanted to say about that. Let me see if I can find it. I wanted to kind of play off what you were saying about Sharon Carter. Let me pull her up here in her business suit. She I got the feeling, like I said before in the beginning, that she was going to be the broker. And of course you can kind of get that I think like in the fifth episode you kind of got that feeling that she was going to be the broker. She I thought she was awesome in um Captain America the Winter Soldier, and I thought she was awesome in Captain America Civil War. And I hope they continue to do something with her character.
I don't think they're going to leave her just hanging like that. But now they've introduced her as a not necessarily a hardcore world class villain,
Well, she's coming.
but I think it's going to build up a little bit. I think.
Her outro was too it was too big just to leave it hanging.
Oh
Like
yeah, I mean,
talking about we've got records and of CIA and all that stuff. I mean, we've so they've got to do something with her. The one thing I didn't want to ask you about, and I've seen where people talked about how the connection was supposed to have been to Black Widow, but of course the movie hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
When you saw Julia Louise Dreyfus come in, of course she's from Seinfeld,
Hmm.
Elaine, one of my favorite characters. Supposedly her character comes from Black Widow. Black Widow should have already been out before this show come out, and so I guess I will have to play catch up with that. But I'm not familiar with the U.S. agent. I started laughing because I said at work the other day, and I said, "Holy cow! I had that U.S. soldier figure, and I gave it to Tim. I didn't know what the heck it was."
I've already sold it since then, I think. So, um, I'm vaguely familiar with the character. I never read a lot of Captain America stuff. It was a little too on the outside. It always looked a little too goody two shoes.
Yeah,
He's almost like the Superman of Marvel Comics. He's blonde hair, blue eye, can't do no wrong kind of guy. And actually, since the show's come out, I went back and started reading some of the older Captain America books, the Brubaker line mostly, and it's got a lot of dark undertones to it. I mean, it's not that you know ding, kind of hero that I thought he was. It's got a dark tone to it. But I think it's the writer too, Ed Brubaker, brought that to Captain America.
yeah.
And I've read some of his other stuff. A lot of his other stuff is like I know I never pronounce his word correctly, but like Nor or Noir. I don't know how to pronounce the word, but it's like that dark, broody kind of feel to it. But so
Well, even in the movies, I mean, the character development for Captain America by the time the Civil War came out,
mhm.
he got a little bit. I don't know if you want to say darker, but
Yeah,
he got a
language.
yeah. It was yeah, it was less cheesy.
Hmm.
You know, I was explaining to my neighbor when Infinity War came out, and everybody out of the woodwork came to watch it, and my neighbor was talking about how she watched it and everything like that. And, I said, well, you need to go back and watch the other ones because they have character development that
Hmm.
leads up to where you are now in Infinity War. I said, well, don't worry about Captain America though. I said, I'll tell you right now. I said he was a skinny dude like me. He got pumped up because he wanted to be in the army. They put some juice in him. He swole up. He went out and kicked some American ass, and then he crashed the plane and he fell into the ocean. He was frozen for 75 years.
Sums
I
it
said,
up.
that's it. I said Tommy Lee Jones was badass, as he always is. But I think I hurt her feelings too when I summed it up in like 10 seconds. I mean, because I was
Pretty much
being
sums it
honest.
up.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it not other than Iron Man 3? Is Captain America not the most boring?
I actually went back and watched Captain America 1 last week and forgot about how much I really do enjoy that film. I like cheesy though. I like the really skinny Steve Rogers going through basic, especially like the flagpole scene where the first person to
Oh
top the
yeah.
flag, gets to ride back, and all these guys trying to climb it, and he just pulls a pin on it. He's the smart soldier.
Mhm.
So it's I like cheesy movies though. So
Well, it's okay. I mean, this Captain America has to have some fans somewhere. It's okay.
it's a I'm that fan. I'm sorry.
You just like America's ass. Is all it is.
Now,
That
Julia Dreyfus, going back to that, I'm not familiar with her character in the Marvel comic universe at all. I'm not that read up on it. But I like her in anything I've seen her in.
mhm.
So I'm excited to see what she does with this role.
You know what's weird is to go back in time and she was I think it was the movie Beethoven. Her and David Duchovny were the neighbors.
With the dog, Beethoven?
Yeah, I think it was
Uh,
Beethoven. Yeah, her and David Duchovny were the rich, snooty neighbors
really?
next door. Yeah, and Beethoven. Let me look that up real quick.
I
Hold
don't
on.
think I've ever seen that one.
You, I don't even know. I don't even want. I want to know what you were doing back in. I think around 1990. I think when Beethoven came out.
90. I just graduated high school, so it's probably doing what you do when you just graduate high school.
It was 92 film.
Yeah. Actually, 92. Actually, I just started working for Frito Lay full time. I think I was working 60 hours a week doing selling potato chips.
Oh wow.
Yeah, fun times.
It had I'm sorry, it had Patricia Heaton. It didn't have David Duchovny.
Hmm.
In '92, it had Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Man, that was like the height of his X Files career, though, wasn't it? About 92,
No, I want to say X Files started in what, 91?
91. So it just started
Because what, the movie came out what, 98?
something like that. Yeah,
So it'd been on TV for a while.
yeah. We should
Uh,
actually do a whole show on the X Files.
I actually, when you had come to me and asked about a movie to do,
Hmm.
and I thought of shit, Blade.
Hmm.
My original thought was the X Files.
I think we should do like a top 10 countdown of the best X Files episodes.
Now I'm gonna have to go back on Hulu. Now, a lot of them are still in my memory.
Yeah.
I because I mean, there's a lot to cover from the
Oh
beginning.
yeah,
When Scully first comes there, and they kind of put her there, and she's a scientist,
a lot of Smoky Man
and
stuff. And,
yeah, because it was actually, if you go back in time now, it's actually the X Files is quite comical
mhm.
because they had it kind of set up like Scooby Doo. Scully was a scientist; she didn't believe in ghosts and
Mhm.
extraterrestrials and all that other stuff. Mulder was the one that they already put in their head that he was crazy, and
Mhm.
you know, Scully was pretty much just there to watch him.
She was she's like the skeptic, just keep them in line basically. You know,
Yeah,
your boss thinks you're crazy, so I'm here to kind of keep you in the straight and narrow. But by the end of season one, she's already starting to come around quite a bit.
you know that they almost didn't cast her because of her looks. They thought that she wasn't attractive enough.
Really?
Yeah, of course, as the show went on, I hate to say this, it sounds bad as a guy, but she got hotter and hotter and hotter.
That's an awful, Melvin.
I know. I don't. I do not know what to say. How she became more attractive. I mean, she was pretty from the beginning,
Yeah.
but in all honesty, if you look at any, whether it be male or female, if you look at people when they first started on the show, they're walking in with pockets no bigger than ours. And as the seasons go on, and they get more money, they get hairdressers and
That's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah.
pedicure. I mean, just look at Roseanne Barr.
I try not to.
I mean, but I'm being serious though. Look at her in the beginning
Hmm.
of the show Roseanne, and look at it toward the middle, toward the end. Her hair was straightened, and her face looked different. And when you make that money, you can get things done to your hair and your
I
face.
remember her. I remember watching her doing stand up before her show came on, and she was just like the Karen next door that with a big, with a, like really huge mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had that big curly. I don't know if it was a perm or it was just natural, but
You know.
but that's what the show was based off of.
Yeah, it was
I
her stand
mean,
up.
yeah, from her stand up, she had that look, that Karen look, like you said.
Yeah.
But no, Gillian Anderson. I mean, if you go back and look, just look at her pictures from the seasons.
Hmm.
Her hair got longer and it looked different. And I don't mean it like I hate to use the word hotter. That sounds awful, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I like Gillian Anderson. I
Her
think she's a
looks
great
her looks
actress.
became more refined as the show went on.
Yes, yes. Her looks were,
More cultivated.
they put the extra and terrestrial. I don't know. But no, but the only reason I didn't say anything about the X Files
Uh-huh.
is because I didn't know if you were going to have something that we could possibly.
Man, I've actually got a great X Files prize back there. It's a film. It's a signed and autographed group of film stills cells.
Okay.
So we definitely give that away.
Yeah, we'll definitely
We'll have
do
to,
that.
y'all have to give us some time to actually go back and rewatch some of our catch up on our X Files knowledge a little bit.
Well, we got 2 weeks. I mean,
I mean, my favorite episode is still the one where they go back to. I don't know if it counts called Mayberry, but it's one they aired it once and it's been banned since then. Has all the inbreeding in it, and I don't know if
was
it's
this
even.
one of the ones from the reboot?
No, it was
No.
from the original series. They aired it one time. They haven't aired it. Haven't aired it since again on reruns. But it was a bunch of like rednecks. I don't, rednecks bad term. Interbred. It was an interbred family, and it was living in. The mother lived on the bed. She didn't have any legs. They
Oh,
they 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 kidnapped. I think they kidnapped Scully to breed her.
I remember that. Yeah, and they had her
Yeah,
like he was upstairs, and he had her chained to that bed,
yeah.
or tied to that bed,
I mean, it's
because
just
what it was, she didn't have cell service, and she went out there for something, and I don't know if she ran out of gas or something, and the man had drugged her and had her tied to the bed.
yeah.
I can't remember how it was that Mulder found her.
And the sheriff's name was Sheriff Taylor, because it was like a town like Mayberry, because
Mm,
there's like a running joke for the first half of it, how quirky it was, how it seemed like the town next door, and then it harbored this on the outside of it.
yeah, because if I remember correctly, Scully wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah,
She was just like passing through, and something happened. She got gassed. She got
see,
gassed, and they put like something in her gas tank to make her
yeah,
car
something like that.
quit working. Is what it was, because it was one of those deals where you pull up and the people come out and they pump the gas for you, and they did
Yeah,
something to her car to make her
it's all coming back now, isn't it?
like Celine Dion. There were nights when the wind was so cold.
There's an obscure reference.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Celine Dion. Sometimes I take a nice bubble bath to it.
Do you know?
So, hey,
I can't say I've ever listened to Sion. Sion. I can't pronounce her name. So
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion, the
You
famous
you know
Canadian.
you know you're going to be somebody when your name is Celine Dion. I don't think she's Canadian.
Is she
She's
not?
from one of the Plakistans. Not she's like Russian or something like that.
Pakistan?
I was going to say like from Austin Powers. Was it Crack Pakistan they had?
Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, in Austin Powers. Let me see real quick where she's from. Wait, hold on just a second.
See, I look it up. My computer's being really slow today.
He is a Canadian singer. I apologize.
Ooh, score one for Tim.
Maybe she's from like Winnipeg or something like that. The creepy thing about Celine Dion is that her husband was her music teacher from the time when she was like 13 years old.
Really?
Yeah, that was kind of
It's a
creepy.
little creepy, yeah.
It is a little creepy.
Reminds me of a girl I went to high school with. She ended up getting married to our biology teacher after she graduated.
He wanted to
Yeah,
teach her biology.
there's got to be 1,000 jokes here about biology and underage and overage, and it can't be pretty.
Right. Guys, don't forget to use the hashtag Blade to enter yourself in for a free Blade trilogy DVD, as well as a 1997 Blade still in the package action figure, which Tim and I will give away next Tuesday at random. And we have a
Blade.
random generator in there.
Was it
that will-
Trinity? Was it Trinity that had the big blood shower?
That was the second one.
Was the second one?
When
Okay.
that was the beginning of the movie when he walks in and they're like at a rave or something.
Yeah.
Underground, and they're
Yeah.
and then the sprinklers
Sorry.
spray down blood.
So that's Blade 2.
I'm pretty sure it's Blade 2. It was the opening scene of either
Yeah.
Blade 2 or Trinity, but I'm pretty sure it's Blade 2.
Who-
Blade Trinity was like it had Ryan Reynolds and it had Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica Biel.
We mentioned that a little earlier. I mean, her careers kind of went really weird because the last thing I saw her in was a show called oh, The Sinner, and she plays a girl that I guess she thinks she's killed somebody. She blacks out, and she's the main suspect. They're not sure what's going on or something like that. But she's the executive producer of it, like of the whole series. And the whole series, it's based on one guy, like a cop, but he investigates all these really odd murder kind of situations.
My buddy Jeff says that that scene was from the
That's
first
first Blade. Okay, cool.
I thought it was the second one.
But yeah, she's taking a weird kind of role in producing horror type stuff now, which is kind of different.
Was this something like on Netflix or Hulu or something?
Sinner, I think it was original on USA, but I think you can watch it on either on Hulu or Netflix now.
I'm thinking that. Let me see what this is. I was thinking that. Let me type her in here. She was on a show, one of those like WB shows or something when she was young. Let me pull her up here real quick. Let me see. Let me add that Jessica Biel. Ooh, look at that. We're both on the left. Oh, you see that? Let's
Oh, look
see.
at that. Neat.
Are you talking about how it's got all three of us on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see this here. Going down this. Jessica Claire. Yeah, she is.
How
Yeah,
about
she
that?
is married. Yeah, Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Hell, no wonder she hadn't been working.
She doesn't have to work, does she?
97, she won the Young Artist Award for her role in the drama film Yuli's Gold. She received further recognition for her lead role as Erin Hardesty in the horror film The Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2003. Rules of Attraction, Blade Trinity, Stealth, The Illusionists, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, which is a great movie, by the way. Valentine's Day, The A-Team. I forgot about The A-Team.
God, that was an awful remake.
No, it wasn't.
It's horrible.
Well, you've got a toss-up. You've got a toss-up because you have The A-Team in 2010, and then you have Total Recall in 2012. So take your pick.
They were both horrible.
And then you've got Hitch. She also did Hitchcock.
I haven't seen that yet.
I was thinking that she started on the show.
Sean Stanley says he wants to see a Captain Planet movie. Oh, bite your tongue, Sean Stanley. See, Jamie? If y'all see me waving at random things like that, I've got customers walking in and out of the store as we do the podcast. So yeah, every now and you see me waving at nothing or nobody. So they're not nobodies. They're there.
They might have thought maybe you had like Tourette's or something, or like a twitch, and you were just, doing the I don't know what. Captain Marvel, Captain Planet. I never got into it. That was corny to me as a kid. It was corny.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
They rated it one of the best cartoons because of its.
Really?
Well, I mean, because of its.
There we are. We're back. I'm back.
We are back. Suddenly, they're dropping.
My at times. Don't forget Robocop real bad. Yes, the remake of Robocop was really bad.
I didn't
no arguments there.
Didn't even care to. Couldn't do it.
Peter Weller.
What is Sean Stanley says? Did y'all watch MK? What is that abbreviated?
Mortal Kombat.
No, I haven't. Tim has. I don't have the HBO Max, and so I do some pirating and watch it that way. Hold on here. Let me see what this is. Oh, my buddy Richie sent me a message. I didn't give RoboCop a chance. I don't think that I will. I'm not big on reboots. There are a lot of reboots that I really can look at and say that was really great. Yeah, the Fire Stick. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sean. The Fire Stick. I got one. Gosh, probably 5+ years ago. A friend of mine, she had went and put all that stuff on it. And to be honest with you, I didn't like messing with it and the updates and plugging this in, fixing that, and deleting this and doing that. So I just got fed up with it and just got Hulu and Sling TV, something like that.
What is Mortal Kombat on? Is it on HBO Max?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. All the good stuff's on HBO Max.
can't
All
find
the
that.
all the good stuff is on HBO Max. The
I do like what HBO Max has done versus Disney Plus though. I mean, HBO Max combined with Warner Brothers. I mean, the HBO Max catalog isn't as big as like say HBO Go was, but with them releasing all their film movies at the same time on there for limited time, that's fantastic. I mean, for what the monthly cost is, it's fantastic. Whereas Disney Plus, though, if you want to watch, Black Widow when it comes out, you're already paying your $4.99 or $5.99 or $8.99 it is a month for Disney Plus. But if you want to watch one of their released movies, it's an extra $30.
so I think HBO Max is charging what 15.
I don't know. I get it through AT&T. It's a bonus of having an AT&T account.
Uh, well, I mean, the the cinema landscape as a whole is slowly changing,
It is. It's
and he says,
Peacock.
my buddy Puff says it's free or free trial, didn't cancel. That's the old yeah. You'll need to watch Nobody. It's great. It reminds me of John Wick. I like John Wick a lot.
I want to see Nobody. I haven't had a chance to see that yet.
And Puff says Peacock is where it's at. Honestly, here's the problem with all these streaming services, and I could kind of see this coming a long time ago. The the problem with the streaming services is this: it's going to be like years in the years past when you go somewhere and someone says, "Hey, sign up for these. You get these 3 magazines
Hmm.
for free for 3 months. All you need is your credit card." The 3 months go by and you totally
And you're
forget
stuck with
about it.
them.
And where the bills were maybe what $5 a month or something like that, you really don't even notice it on your account because it's just $5.
Hmm.
So what happens with these streaming services is that once you have them for so long and they start adding up, you get one, oh, Hulu's $5 and um what's the other one? We call it Redbox. It's the same thing.
Netflix, Redbox.
Netflix, yes, Netflix. It's $6, blah blah blah. Well, after a while, you've got like 10 of these, and you're like, holy cow. So that's why I haven't added anything other than Hulu. Really, I mean, I have the Hulu, Disney Plus, and the ESPN Plus package just because it was like 12.99. I was already paying like $6 a month for Hulu, so why not add $6 more?
Yeah.
But that's where the cutoff is for me. Is because by then I'll be paying if you get all this stuff, Peacock and CBS and HBO and all this other stuff. By the end of it, you're going to end up with just as much as a freaking cable bill in the end of it if you combine your internet service.
It
So
is
that's
more. It is more than your cable bill, but it's more of a la carte. You can watch your cable. You're stuck with whatever they want to show you.
right.
At least with streaming services, you can dial it in. You can watch basically what you want to watch. But there's something fun about just having watched anything. You watch new stuff when it's on cable because when you don't have the option to switch to something else, you get stuck with that.
Right. WWE member Columbia House subscription. Yeah.
That's
Well, I
right.
don't. Yeah. Well, someone that sells for free.
That's
We
right.
won't
I'm
mention
sure
it.
they do have a. I'm sure they have a like a VIP section on Pornhub. So I've heard.
You know what? We'll the next podcast we're going to do X Files, and I'll see if I can find something to throw in there.
Okay.
You have the
I got the film sales.
you have the film stills. We'll see if we can maybe get a couple other things in. Guys, don't forget all week long. He's behind the. Let me put him up there. Hold on.
Oh, can't cut my camera. I see what you did.
No, here you go. Let me switch you here. Let me see if I can just pull you up. There you go. So the
Did he chew
Pokemon.
his hat? Is all I want to know. Look at that.
Jim Pokemon. Love said that he has his cousin's mother's hairdresser's password to Hulu. He's gonna comb the desert with that. It's cold in the desert. But the next podcast we're gonna go over the X Files. Guys, don't forget use the hashtag Blade in this podcast all week long. Doesn't matter if you're watching it live right now, or you watch it tomorrow, or
Mm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Come Tuesday, we're gonna go through. Tim can go through. Tim and I can go through. Tim can go through. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go live again. That way, everybody knows that it's fair, and we can pull up a random generator like this. Let me show you here. Let me pull it up here. Actually, let me go here. So let me get that now. Let me stop that screen. Let me share here. We want people to know that it's fair.
Random.org. Excuse me.
Yes. Chrome tab. Where's it at? All right. So we want people to know that it's fair. So we use a random.org generator. And there it is. Here's your sequence. You see number 22 is at the top right there. We'll go down here and we'll run it, and it'll pull up another sequence there. It's even got a timestamp down here at the bottom so that you know that it is fair. Is what we'll do next Monday. So you got the rest of the week all the way up till next Monday. Hey, thank you, John Stone. Use the hashtag Blade for your chance to win. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull the full screen up here. Look at that handsome fellow right there. Tim on the third floor. Anyway, so we're gonna pull this up here. Blade. Tim is back. We're gonna pull Blade. The Blade figure. The Blade trilogy DVD. We're gonna get that away next Tuesday. Use the hashtag. Yeah, I know. Chris says, yeah, finally. Use the hashtag Blade to win. And Tim, you got anything else?
I'm going to throw in a shameless sell here for the Third Floor Comics. We do have our our weekly reply sale coming up tonight. I haven't quite picked out the books yet, but we list
hold
out
on, hold on just a second, because you're actually frozen over there.
Oh no!
The cold never bothered you anyway.
No.
Reminds
me of my ex-wife.
Let's see if you're speeding up. We're gonna let Tim plug his auctions, which, by the way, are great auctions. He always has lots of cool stuff on there, and if you guys haven't checked those out, go ahead. Okay, you're moving back to regular speed, Tim.
Back to regular speed now. So my shameless self-promotion here. Be sure to join the Third Floor Comics auction on Wednesday nights. We list out 100 comic books. Start most of them off at $2, and let the final say win on those. And we have a live sale on Friday night for more comics and toys. Not to mention, we just brought in our Lego section, so you can come in and buy Legos by the bucket. So
yes,
that's my shameless self-promo for the day.
I'm gonna move my camera around and show everybody that your big cabinet of Legos. Hold on, look at that. Where we at? Look at those Legos right there. All those Legos.
Legos everywhere.
Legos everywhere. Legos everywhere. And then, guys, what we're gonna do real quick, I want to throw this out there because I forgot about this. Vin Diesel will be playing in a movie, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie. Tim shakes his head disgust.
You know, Jake and I were just talking about getting matching Rock'em Sock'em robot tattoos last summer.
Yeah.
You know, one blue robot, one red robot. This makes me not want to do that.
You should get a Vin Diesel tattoo also. That's what you should do.
No.
A Vin Diesel tattoo also. Guys, don't forget to you can share this. This is streaming live to Third Floor Comics and my personal Facebook page as well. You can share this. The more the merrier. We always enjoy you guys listening and watching. And don't forget to like it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna do it. Do it. Do it. Share it. Like it. Love it. Oh, one last thing. John Cameron is going to play the Tiger King in an upcoming Tiger King movie. Tim said he fell off after 2 episodes. He said he
Yeah,
couldn't
I
take it.
lost. I'm out in that already.
Carol Baskin killed that man, her husband.
We don't care.
All right, guys. I'm gonna hit you guys with the outro music little video. I still got it from the week before, so I have to change it. Hit you with the outro video here, and we'll see you guys 2 weeks from now. We try to do this every 2 weeks on Wednesday.
Or Tuesday.
On Tuesday. My mind's messing with me. I'm getting old, getting a little senile there. Here we go. Oh, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment with the hashtag Blade.
Blade. Hashtag
Blade.
Blade.
Blade. Do
The
it.
mall is closed.
Do it. Next Tuesday, live drawing. Hold on, there's a comment. Let me see what this is. Hold on. Yes, the mall is closed. Damn, it got me singing, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? All right, let me pull this up. Here we go.
Out. Music.